Hey guys, I know we won 7-1 in our first game, but there's a lot we can improve at. I want us to prepare to play against the upper division teams. I don't know if it will happen, but we got to prepare for it, and so we got to improve our team game, not just win by skill alone, or individual skill, I should say. All right, so I'm going to cover these three topics. The face-offs is very related to the breakouts. These kind of go together, but I did separate it for this sake. And then we'll cover defensemen in the O zone. These clips are all from the first period. I could have took second and third period clips, but I want to make this a short video and get it out to you guys quickly. I already noticed we're messing these things up like over and over. So let's just start off with face-off and neutral zone. I'll go through this one really quickly. All right, centers. Don't forget, don't line up if your teammates aren't ready. In this case, Luca's still going to his position. Preston's pretty good at this. Bodie, I know you know this, but just kind of a reminder here. And remember our game plan as a team? We're trying to win it back. So if it squirts to a winger, we're going to try to throw it back to the D. Right. And then after that, we go D to D. Go past it D to D. That's our basic game plan. We want to maintain possession instead of just chipping it forward. This is what all rec teams do. Try to just skate forward, and beat these guys 1-on-5. At this skill level, we're very capable of doing it, but when you play better teams, and I want to move up and play the upper division teams, this isn't going to fly. We can't beat them 1-on-4, 1-on-5. So we're going to have to work together as a team to get the puck up. A quick reminder for wingers, Lily, you do this a lot, but just go down in a straight line. Funnel towards the goalie. Get in the house. All right, we talked about the house a lot. Get inside the house if you want to score goals. And you're going to see another clip of that. All right, so basic game plan, win it back. So I'm pretty sure Luca knew this actually because he does do it right here. So he wins it back, right back to a D. Smart play. Okay, so we'll see a few problems here. Wingers, after you win it, go to the board. Don't skate backwards slowly. Turn around, skate to the board quickly. Other D. Now, Adam doesn't watch these videos, so we're going to have to remind him over and over. And I will talk to him personally. But you need to stagger back. Defense, go back as a pair. If you don't know what stagger means, make sure you watch that video. But stagger back. This should be a backward pass, not a forward one. As soon as we go D to D, Lily could easily be open on this blue line. So let me play a little bit more. You slowly go back, Right, Lily, there's nobody in your way. Like, she's all the way over here, so just go to the other blue line. You don't have to be this close. Okay, try to cheat up if you can. Right, and then Xander almost messes up. Well, he kind of did, but luckily we got it back. Right, and then here, good pass to Luca. Luca, good job being on the board. That's why you're there. Okay, and then Lily again. Well, you'll see it right here. This is more obvious, right? Just going in a straight line. So you're not really in a scoring position anymore, versus if you're, like, right here. All right, so something to keep in mind. All right, and the last face-off clip. This is my rec league pet peeve. Win it back, or sometimes the center's a really good player and they just throw it forward and they try to go 1-on-5. Yes, we will get away with it, as you see here. Okay, Adam doesn't really know our game plan. Lily, again, you see that puck go back? That's your cue to go up ice. You don't just trail back. This is where you got to be quick. You got to know your responsibility right off the bat. Forgot who that was. Hold on. Okay, that's Kaloha. You see that, both wingers, you see that go back? You need to go to the board immediately. Because remember, our game plan is go D to D. Once it goes D to D, Xander should have a wing pass immediately. Okay, Lily, turn around, skate forward. I forgot to mention the first one too. Don't worry about hitting their stick and doing these stupid, annoying things, guys. It doesn't really do anything. Worry about what you're supposed to do, okay? Alright, so anyway, my pet peeve here, yeah, the best player, they just get the puck and they just skate it up. Yeah, you can get through them, okay, yeah, but again, you play better teams, it's not going to be that easy. They're just going to pick you off every time. Let's try to follow the game plan and make our team better. Alright, let's move on to breakouts, which will be the bulk of this video. Let's start with the first scenario, which is when we skate it behind net or the puck's back there. There's two things I want to emphasize about that, and that's to wrap the puck more / rim it, and wingers get to the boards. And I'll tell you why in a second. A lot of times hold on. Alright, so a lot of times we'll get the puck, and we'll have our winger here already. And then what we'll do is we'll skate, and then finally pass it to him. When we could have just wrapped it right when we got, about right here. Not even that far. You get the puck, boom, you just rim it immediately. Winger's ready for it. Yes, technically a direct pass is better, like if you get a tape to tape, but the problem I've seen in past seasons is we're not hitting accurate passes, and then that thing I was talking about, it takes way too long to get it to them. So we're going to start rimming it a lot more. Rim it, wingers, make sure you're on the board and your feet are against the board, because it is hard to handle. All right, and then we'll start off a face-off here, which you'll see clean win. Good job, Centers. Centers did a great job. Bodie and Preston, you both did great at winning face-offs back. So Jackson gets the puck, and he curls back. Very good. All right, I do not want to see you skate forward. Thank you for skating back, making the team play. Now this is, for the rest of you, this is where I need to see that stagger. Back here. You need to be ready to pass your winger immediately. So if you look at her feet, it's pointing this way. So if you give you a pass, you still have to turn around and then find Lily and then hit her. Okay, Lily, same thing on the other clip. You should be way up here. All right, cheat up, cheat up. They're not even looking at you. Aiden, once you see that win back, you hustle to that board. Get to that board quickly. Centers, will work more at this, but you're going to follow the puck. All right, I won't go too much into it in this video. All right, so with no stagger option, now Jackson has to take it all the way back. I prefer not to take it all the way back, but do so if you have to. So in this case, okay, no stagger, fine. He'll take it back. This is where you want a shoulder check to wrap it. Now, unfortunately, no winger here, but you do have Lily, so you need to be looking for that immediately. As you went back here, you could have just rimmed it back to Lily. Okay, Lily, try to get up the boards a little bit more. All right, and if I keep playing this, a couple other things I'll talk about in the future too. D, this is why you cover the front of the goalie in case he messes up. Okay, Jackson, this is why you just get it out quickly. So he tries to handle it. Even the best of us lose the puck. And now it's 3-on-0. Jackson gets back. It's 3-on-1. This is why both center and D, both of you should be kind of staying in front of the goalie and being a little more conservative. And this led to their goal. Okay, even though it just banked off his foot and got lucky and went in, even still, we should have been able to get that out if we just wrap it out quickly. All right, so you'll see her shoot the puck, and Xander gets the puck, collects it back there. See, right here, boom, wrap immediately. Kaloha, you got to be on that board once you see him. You got to be ready for it, call for it. So Xander doesn't see him, no one's talking, and so he tries to make a move. This is why I don't want my D guys like Jackson. I know you can get away with it, but just like that last clip, you did mess up. I prefer to just wrap it quickly and make a safer play. Right? And then again, this is why other D, other center, you're ready for this in case they screw up. That's why you stay low. Decent job here, getting low, Bodie. All right, and the other thing, Adam, good job. He gets it. Lily's ready. Wrap it. Okay, but you can't see it in the video here though. But this is why, let me pull up the rink. This is why, look, if your feet are pointing this way, and then Adam just like wraps the puck, it's not easy to handle here. This is why I want your feet on the board like this. We talked about using your skate to stop it. It's exactly for this reason. And then it's also so you're ready to go up ice immediately. So that way, like I see too many of you, your feet are pointing this way. And so by the time you get the puck, you have to get it, you have to settle it, turn it all the way around, and then accelerate and go again. And it takes most of us too long to do. Next breakout, I have a lot to say here. So Preston wins it 2 clean. Alright, nothing you can do about that. So clear cut breakout. We have the puck 100%. And you'll see several problems. Wingers, especially you newer players, like I don't want you to worry about switching positions. You need to just go to a board right away. Alright, David, so I've kind of told you a lot. So this is where hopefully it will take you only a few games to understand this. But if you're going back up the middle of the ice, yeah, we can't pass it to you. You got to get to a board. You should be skating to a board immediately. Alright, Aiden, same thing. Board. It's a clear-cut breakout. Wingers go to a board. And then have our centers fill in last. Okay. Centers, if you see that the board, that they don't go to a board, then I guess you take the board, which Preston does. Okay, so we have our D to D. Good job. Staggered by Jackson. Perfect. Okay, and so here, you can just rim it quickly if you see Aiden. This is what you should be shoulder checking for. Before you get the puck, I forgot to mention, before you get the puck right here, do a shoulder check. Shoulder check, see where your teammates are at. See if they're in the right position. All right, so you get it? All right, so you go D to D, which is fine. And then D, you stay put. Stay put, because now Jackson needs to go back to the D. Well, he can't anymore. Okay, so instead he skates it back. Alright, so like I said, Preston, this is why you want to have your feet on the board, because as soon as Jackson got it, he could have rimmed it, but you're not on the board. If he does that now, it might go past you. So have your feet on the board. Really, not 10 feet away from the board, guys. Feet on the board. And then the second thing here, this is a dangerous receiving position. Okay, you have your head completely turned, and I know this is a non-checking league, but you're setting yourself up to get blasted right here. Or to get blindsided, and that's not a good thing. This is why I want your feet sideways, so that you guys can kind of see in both directions. If your head's turned around completely, yeah, you're gonna get popped. You only do this if you are absolutely sure there's you have clear space and no one in the way. Right. And then Aiden, after he sees that back pass, good job. He was here and he came up the middle. This is actually very well done. So right when Preston gets it, maybe we can try to hit Aiden. Alright, so I'm going to go back just a little, watch Aiden's pattern, so good. It goes to the other side, Aiden, good. Go up the middle of the ice now. Alright, so well done there. Okay, unfortunately we did not execute, and then just one last thing I want to point out, again, our defense is just taken off. Okay, basically it's a breakaway. If they win that puck battle, it's a breakaway. Luckily Jackson did get back and picked it up. So Marielle, that's on you, okay? You got to stay back, stay back. Alright, last clip. Actually pretty good. You'll see Jackson's getting the puck. You see Luca go to the board. This is really well done. Now, the only thing I would say here is to just wrap it right here. It took a little bit of time. Like, pass, 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 pass. Now you passed it, right? So you could have got it to him a little bit sooner. But let's see what happens here. Okay, so you headman to Luca. And then you skate up. D, I'm giving you the green light to do this. This is an excellent give and go. Right, the shot almost went in. Yeah, it didn't quite go in. But one more time. D, I'm giving you the green light. Instead of you skating at 200 feet, pass it up, and then give it back. Look how easy it was to beat two people. He didn't even have to dangle through anyone. That's how easy it is. And we wanted to break out like that, guys. One last thing, Jackson, you should know this. You're the first guy in the zone. You go get the puck. You don't go all the way back, and then someone 10 feet behind you gets the puck. That's a little bit silly. Alright, but that one was a great breakout. Alright, the next scenario, I'm going to talk about breakouts when we have a delayed offsides. What we usually see in Rec League is, so we have like our 5 players in here somewhere. And that puck, this is the offensive zone. The puck squirts out, and we have a player go and pick it up. What that player will usually do is just sit there and wait till everybody comes back out, and then try to attack them 1-on-5. We're not going to do that. What we're going to try to do is just... whoever picks up the puck will back up, and we get in our breakout position. Alright, so we'll have our trapezoid set up, right, with the center coming back up the middle. So let's start with the first one here. And so Jackson already knows this, which I'm proud of. He did it just right. He gets the puck, and he doesn't just stop and wait. He gets the puck, backs up, gives himself some room. This is where we quickly get in our breakout position. So you can see here, okay, stagger. This should be a backward pass. You got to hustle a little bit more. Preston, you don't have to go to the board right away. You're at the center, so tell David. This is where you can skate back and tell David, hey, go on the board. I want my wingers to just play the winger position for now. All right, and then down there, I believe that's Kolohe. So he does go along the board. Good job. All right, and this is where you can just rim it to Preston right away. Preston, you can cheat up too. You don't have to go too low. You can start cheating up because they're not even watching you. All right. And then on the other side, Jackson, if you did your shoulder check, you should know he's wide open. So that side might be easier. All right. So with that said, not a bad breakout. You can see he's gonna get it again. Okay, rim it. Now, oh, he fell over. Too late. But he did pass it up. All right, so not too bad there. All right, here's the second one. And Preston, I'll see you do this a lot. You get the puck. That's good. Back up. This is just like the face-off breakout. Just go D to D. Go D to D, and then if you want to skate up, then let him pass it back to you. Wingers, get to the board. Boom. In this case, this is where you got to understand how to play winger roll. David, again, middle of the ice as usual, but someone's got to be on this board. But what I want to say was, Preston, you'll try to skate it up instead, and it's like, all right, I'm going to go and try to beat him. Okay, yeah, you can maybe beat the Lady Ducks, but even here you messed it up. Use your teammates. Just go D to D, or take it back, hit a winger. Okay, you can do the give and go. All right, and the last one here is just like a copy of the one we saw right before this, except Jackson has the puck. So he goes back, Bodie stagger back, but Jackson, don't just skate up and take it up. Use your teammates, please. Okay, I know you can skate it. I know you can beat him, but let's get the team better. All right, last section is D-men in the O-zone, and I'm going to rush through this since I only have about 5 more minutes if I want to keep this video under 20. So as a quick refresher, in the offensive zone, our D should look something like this, with this person in the top and the middle being really important, the most important position. The other will be going down a little bit if the puck is on this side. The puck moves to the other side. Then we switch positions like this. All right, so 3 problems I'm seeing. 1, a D is too close together. You guys will just kind of randomly skate towards each other and not really think about where your defensive partner is. So that's one problem I'm seeing. You guys are like holding hands. No need for that. Second problem I'm seeing. I see this a lot in rec league. You guys are glued to the blue line. Do not be glued to the blue line. You shouldn't be. If you see all your, all 5 players on the other team down there, start condensing. Creep in a little bit. Even worse is when we're outside the zone. That's even worse, and they just hit it out and it just goes out. That's silly. So make sure you hold that line if possible. Okay, the few times it may be dangerous is maybe a player has it here and they're starting to skate out. Yeah, it makes sense for you to be outside the blue line, but as long as the puck's down here, there's no reason to be outside the blue line. All right, and the third problem I'm seeing, which we've done repeatedly, is we only have one person up high. We have all 4 down here, and that's not good. You won't hold the puck in. If they rim it, it's probably going to go out, and it's you're very vulnerable to a breakaway. Right, puck squirts out, someone picks it up, they might come up, they might have a 2-on-1. We need 2 people back. I've had several practices where I draw a line here. We need at least 2 people back. It doesn't always have to be both D, but it should be 2 players. Whether it's a wing and a D, it could be a wing and center, it doesn't matter. We need 2 people behind this line. All right, we'll start with this clip. One thing I just wanted to point out, watch Aiden's hustle right here. It takes 0 talent to hustle, guys. Jackson, Preston, you guys have got to be on the puck more, the way Aiden is. So watch this. He attacks the puck, goes after it. Okay, gets it, dumps it in. All right, I'm still going to go after it hard. All right, no reason why both of you can't do that. All right, so good job right there. The one thing I just want to point out, so you guys got to communicate a little. Here's our D and our centers, all holding hands. Not good, guys. We need one guy in the middle somewhere. All right, next one here. All right, between Preston, Mariella, Jackson, we need 2 of you back. This is our main problem that game. We have 4 in deep, which is not good. Jackson, I talked about this before. No wandering. Just sit still. Just sit still, because there's no reason this puck should have left the zone, guys. If we had 2 back like we're supposed to, it shouldn't have left the zone. And then Jackson, do you notice, if I go back a little bit, see how you're kind of just wandering and your skates are this way? If you were just still and you saw that rim, you could have just attacked it right away. So sit still, read, anticipate. All right, don't wander around. All right, watch this here. Again, 1 defenseman only. But you'll see the problem right here. So Mariella, you got to back up. Jackson, talk to her. Say something. All right, the thing I wanted to emphasize, though, is right here. If you're the last guy back, and you mess up, that's a breakaway. Now, it's very fortunate that we just outskilled them. So, yeah, you're going to catch her and prevent this. But if she had just a little more speed, that's an easy breakaway. That's why we want 2 back. As soon as Jackson's like making a move here, we would have a second D just come back and back him up. Now, one thing we're doing a lot, Xander, you got to say something. They can't just leave you on an island every single time. It can't just be Xander, last guy back, last guy back. A couple problems you'll see here too. On top of just having 1D, way too far. All orange jerseys are in here. Scoot up, scoot up. Remember, we want to angle up and get them out and not just sit there and wait for them. So I'm going to play this a little bit, and you're going to see her skate up a little. Does this look familiar? Watch him skate backward, and she's full steam ahead. All right, this, if you saw that video, it looks just like this, leaving early, large gap, backward, completely off foot or off balance. So this is what we don't want to do. That's why I want you guys closer. The second reason, not just for scoring, but also to angle them out. The third thing I would say, Xander, is if you're gonna, instead of being on the sides here, I'd rather have you in the middle. Push her towards the side at least, right? Because, hold on, let me delete this. Well, let me go ahead and play it so you see what happens. So she goes up the middle. Again, if she had just a tad more speed, it's a clear-cut breakaway. That is a good recovery, Xander. I'll give you that, right? But if I pull up this rink here, it's easier for her. Like if you're here, it's easier for it. It's faster at least for her to do that, and you're trying to angle her out. Versus if you're in the middle and you make her go towards the board, that'll give you more time. That'll give you more time so that someone else can come and help. So she has a much longer way to get a breakaway. Okay, so try to start from the middle and angle them towards the board. Right, and again, that's why this video is so important to understand. Watch this. I'm not gonna play with volume, but they're just gonna show you, hey, don't be on that side, don't be in the middle, be on the inside, right? Makes it harder for them. So rewatch this video if you guys haven't done so. This one is so important. All right, and last clip here. We'll see Jackson. Again, left alone on an island. Jackson, say something, tell someone to come back. We did make a line change. The thing I wanted to note was, why stay outside the blue line? You did a good job condensing earlier, and now you're outside the blue line for no reason. We gotta hold the line. If they shoot it out, it better not be offside. Alright? And you backed off even more here. So, kind of doesn't make sense. Okay, and you'll see Preston. This is where, look, the puck goes from here to this side. This is where you should dive in a little bit. Preston should be that last guy back now. And plus, we have that extra winger who made a change, who can help. But I don't want the wingers to worry about defense, okay? Alright, so again, I'll post those. Hopefully I'll remember to annotate the 3 problems we're having. Alright, sorry, went a little bit over time. Hopefully you guys get through it. You don't have to get through it in one sitting. Just get through these plays. Really important, okay? Let's clean this up. We can be a lot better. I want to move up to that upper division. Alright, see you guys.